I can't make a decision fast enough, so let's go for quick, man.
Oh. Oh.
I have to. What?
Is it just me, or like this song sounds like worse than what something you would hear on like a Sega system back then for like its tinginess?
No.
No.
I've heard a lot of songs on the Master System, and they're actually pretty damn nice.
Even though all of them, like besides Sonic, have that Genesis feel.
No, I think she was referring to the 8-bit Master System.
Oh, that I know nothing about.
Yeah.
The Genesis, I think, was literally just about to come out at this point.
All right.
It did actually come out in like '89.
Why is it black?
I don't know why it randomly blacked out. The next screen has a blackout.
It's this stage. For some reason, this stage acts really weird when pausing. I believe it is probably because of this segment here.
Yeah, but I was nowhere even near it.
I just use the air shooter on these things. It just
I only do it on the first one because he's in a really bad angle.
I just do it on all of them because it just one-shots them so much faster.
Well, yeah, I know it does, but it's not. I have a straight line of fire. I'm gonna go for it.
But then when you see the way I play X, you won't be surprised that I do that.
Don't die now.
Bullshit kind of reason here. If you go to the left here on the Wily Wars, you will die. Because you move slow enough and those two beams up there will hit you.
I don't think it's necessarily on movement speed. I think it's the fact that the controls are... No, it's not that. It's the fact that considering I played that not too long ago, well, about a month ago now, but the control is less responsive. It takes longer for it to respond to going the other way, so they will go further off the edge.
Yeah, so I remember the first time I played it, I did my usual pattern and I kept dying.
It's not necessarily just movement speed. The movement, I believe, is about the same speed. It's just the fact that it takes longer to respond to the turnaround. And this is probably also why the Buster can't be fired as fast in that version.
So that was the hardest stage in the game, guys.
Stage is not actually...
In terms of Robot Masters.
This is one of the easiest games in the series, I swear.
Until you get to the last couple of Wily stages where you pretty much like we said before.
Point, it's not necessarily hard. It's more so just.
I'm saying if you mess up, like it's over. You're gonna need to restart.
Yeah, but I would say it's not necessarily the fact that it's hard. It's more so the fact that the design went to crap.
I would say that, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was quick, man. That was pretty fast.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
He went fast.
He died how he lived, on the edge of excitement.
He was frozen in time.
I don't think Quickman's life is pretty exciting considering he spends his entire life waiting in a room. One room.
No, the Hayden song is basically that thing. How he's just sitting in a room, waiting for Mega Man to show up. And then he develops a crush on him because they all have a weird thing except Heat Man. He's the only straight one.
The only
song is
straight
amazing.
one.
Metal Man's theme is my favorite song in the game.
Metal Man's theme's overrated. I prefer
if you're talking about overrated themes from Mega Man 2, well, wait a bit. I want to save that.
Hold up, wait.
I have something to say concerning that specific theme because I know exactly what one they're on about.
Oh my god!
How can you not?
Any Mega Man fan knows what we're talking about.
How can you not know?
I know the song.
Sprite Flicker here is pretty terrible. And it does have a very annoying enemy, moles, but screw that. We're not gonna deal with moles.
Oh, come on. Stop being...
I'm being smart with my weapons, and I still get hit anyway. But that's beside the point. I don't want to waste a minute shooting moles.
Meanwhile, if I was playing, the only weapon you would ever see outside of boss fights is probably just the Buster. I barely use special weapons. I have no idea why. Even in Fortress stages, I don't really use special weapons unless I absolutely have to.
Get resourceful with my special weapons. Like, we're gonna get the metal blades this part, and people will look as if you use it like, oh, you knob, oh, you suck at this game, oh, go die. It's like, the reason I would use the metal blades is if I'm trying to shoot diagonal
What are you even doing there?
I was trying to see if I could go up that other path, just to see what would happen, and it wasn't working, so I'm like, forget it.
You should have used the item 2 to get a steady platform, then use the item 3.
No,
item 2 would
you cannot pause while the items are on screen.
Alright. Then you should have gone to Heatman stage. Down the item.
That's the start of the next part. I really love the quick boomerang, by the way. It's pretty much...
second best weapon in the game.
Yeah. If
third best.
I'm not using the blade, I'm using mostly the boomerang. I use it more than the,
Oh god,
no, it's my third favorite after the air shooter.
I love it's really limited, much. Like in its use. When you use it, it's great, but it's limited in its use.
But that's because it's very well specialized.
Believe it or not,
not necessarily just like a weapon you think would work against anything. Why didn't you go for that energy tag? You could have used. What I would have done is, look, even though you were only ever so slightly injured, I would have jumped down there, used one of the E-tanks you had just to heal that even tiny bit, and just get the other one because it's right there.
There was no point, because Metal Man is not going to kill me. Especially since I have his actual weakness.
Free E-tank!
If there's a good chance of dying. And I lost 1 point of health! I'm not going for the E-tank!
Two.
Oh.
Walk in and shoot him!
I was trying to see if I could just run, and if he would do nothing, but he just eventually dies. This does more damage, and I'm not gonna have it.
Honestly, for some reason, I find it easier to use the Buster, because they're not trying to deal with him jumping over you, and it's simple. I find it mostly
if I'm using the Buster, that's how I would fight him.
The thing is, the fight takes longer, obviously, but just in general, to just pull it off, it's easier, I find, because they're not having to deal with him jumping over you and throwing one. They're just, it's easier to get more reaction time in that. And besides, if the conveyor belt is going towards the wall away from him, you can literally just stand still and jump every so often to avoid everything.
My personal preference, I fight him that way because, like, I get him in a sort of a pattern, and he only fires one metal blade,
This song sucks in this version.
No, you don't want to know what sucks? The background. Oh my god.
The background is so worse.
Yeah, the background.
I'm pretty sure the quality just dropped a bit.
Pretty much. It dropped to like pretty good.
No, I rendered this in HD, and even if you watch it there, it's still a little fuzzy. By the way, anyone curious? No, you can't blow those up with Crash Bomber. Trust me, I tried.
But anyway, I do not like this song in the 8-bit version. I love the Wily Wars version, but this version just sounds so...
There we go, now it looks better.
Thank God, quality's back.
But we're gonna have to go back. This is just like plain blue. I'm not...
Yeah, but
most 8-bit games at the time.
Alright. Now, I was just trying to say Metal Man stage before. The only reason I would use the Metal Blade is, well, for one, if I'm swarmed like this. And the other reason I would use it is if I'm either shooting diagonally or I want its power output. For example, in Crash Man stage, and we'll see in Heat Man stage, those helicopter enemies take several shots with a Buster. The Metal Blade just takes them out in one hit.
Because it's overpowered.
It is. I'm use it because I'm lazy. I use it. I prefer to use it resourcefully.
Because why not?
And I don't want to hear in the comments, oh, you're using Metal Blade, suck the game. Oh, seriously. It's in the game, I'm going to use it. I know that sounds contradictory to what if I was in a different situation, but it's a weapon. Why not use it?
Because it's overpowered is all hell, and then everyone's something like,
in a game, I would prefer I would prefer to feel overpowered than underpowered. I want to feel like I can easily dominate some of the enemies, or at least I have an even fight with them. I never want to feel like they dominate me, and I feel like I'm gonna have frustration.
Well, this game isn't exactly hard.
I know it's not. I use it resourcefully. Like here, Time Stopper. I don't want to deal with those crabs. I'm just gonna speed right through to make things a bit faster.
Huh.
Even though that...
honestly, the thing is, I've been able to just get past these things simply by just running and jumping. Simply as that.
I just wanted to show off. You could use the Time Stopper to just stop them in place.
Now for the hardest boss in the history of the Dooniverse.
My god, the hardest. Oh my god, there's death spikes.
In Mega Man 3, if you jump through the door, which is a natural habit for a Mega Man player, you will jump into the spikes.
Really?
Really. I almost, when I did Mega Man 3, I forgot that could happen, and I'm so glad I didn't jump through the door. That was Bubbleman stage.
How could you do that? They're very skilled for pulling that off. You could see that skill there. All skill.
Well, actually, Ultra, to be honest, I think I would jump face first into the spikes there because I would.
You would have done that earlier in the stage. You would have done that earlier in the stage.
No, I wouldn't because I like playing with like the water physics. I don't normally jump into spikes, and
Yes,
I
but
don't
the
see why.
spikes were just on the top, just like they were in that boss fight. So
Yes, but
you would end
like,
up
I would
jumping into
panic
them.
since no, I would have panicked because it was the boss room, so I'd be like, oh god, I don't
And
want
you
to
would
get
have
hit.
probably panicked due to the shrimp.
No, I wouldn't.
You would have, honestly.
Shrimp.
They make
Shrimp.
me panic because there's so many of them.
Panic when I hear
Bubbleman bought a ton of death spikes, but he only bought the ceiling version and not for the floor, so that's why he had an overabundance of them during the stage in his room.
Yeah.
It is Black Friday. I'm pretty sure he got a good deal.
Yeah, odds are.
Nah, he would have probably got killed. I mean, he's so weak.
Well, if you think about the Hayden version of the song, then there's another reason why he bought all those death spikes.